Well, I think that the Chinese government will allow businesses to flourish.
This is not financial advice. What's going on, investors? My name is Dayo. Welcome to Frunkla Investment, where we talk about mostly Bionano Genomics. But in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 stocks that are about to break out. In my opinion, these 3 stocks are presently, according to the technical analysis, they are about to break out. So at the end of this video, if you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button and consider subscribing if this is your first time on this channel, and feel free to share it with your fellow investors. Let's get to it. You see, the first stock I'm going to be talking about is Alibaba. I know most of you guys don't want to hear about Alibaba because there is a lot of nonsense going on right now, with Chinese regulators trying to almost kill all their stock market, okay? So most of you guys don't want to hear about Alibaba, but on the 8th of April 2021, Charlie Munger, a long-term partner of Warren Buffett, someone that most of us of course are looking up to, because this guy has a very solid record that spans decades, okay? He put in about $37 million into Alibaba, okay? And one thing I want to remind you guys is that Alibaba was trading above $200 when Charlie Munger made that move. But today, Alibaba opened somewhere around 145 or something US, okay? Right now, I believe the stock is trading around $150 US. We are still going to take a look at the stock because I want to show you guys also the technical analysis. But at the end of this video, I'm going to be playing for you guys the clip of what Charlie Munger thinks about Alibaba. But before we continue, let's check out what is going on with the stock. Since this video is not about fundamental analysis, because I believe most of you guys already know a lot of things about Alibaba. I mean, there is almost no, this is more or less talking about Amazon or Apple. I believe most of you guys that are watching this video right now already know enough about Alibaba. They have solid balance sheet. They are the number one whenever it comes to e-commerce. I believe Alibaba, if you combine Amazon and eBay, or Amazon and what's the name of this American company, Walmart, if you combine these 2 companies together, they are still not bringing in enough revenue as much as Alibaba is bringing in, okay? I mean, this is China number 1 e-commerce platform, website, or whatever it is you want to call it. Now, the market cap of Alibaba right now is $416 billion US. If you want to compare it to Amazon, almost $2 trillion US, I believe, or Walmart, also billions of US dollars, Alibaba, in my opinion, is super cheap. Now, let's take a look at the technical analysis of Alibaba, because I believe this company right now, the stock of this company, the share of this company is super cheap right now. If you take a look at the weekly candlesticks, you guys can easily see where Alibaba is presently trading at the moment. We are talking about 2019, 2 years ago, low level, okay? This is not even the highs of 2019, this is the lows. And you can even easily take this price back to 2017 when the stock price was more or less trading at the same level, okay? This is the weekly candlestick. Now, if you guys take a look at the Fibonacci level, you can easily see that if I take this low from 2015 as my bottom, and the top from 2020 as my top, okay, you guys can easily see that we are more or less almost around the 61.8% retracement, Fibonacci retracement level, okay? And if you take a look at the dailies of Alibaba, okay, take a look at the dailies. Today we saw that rally coming in, okay? This is an engulfing, bullish engulfing candlestick. You can also call it a reversal pattern. But of course, the Chinese government is more or less still, regulating whatever is going on in China, and it's really risky to own Chinese stock right now. But if you are able to stomach the risk or the volatility that Alibaba brings with it at the moment, I believe this might be the best time to buy Alibaba and hold it for years. I believe Charlie Munger, for example, is not just buying this company because he wants to sell it today. Most of all these, big time investors, they buy companies because they want to sell it in the next minimum 5, 10, 20 years, okay? This is the technical analysis of Alibaba. If you can stomach the volatility, now for sure is a very good time to buy a little share of Alibaba, okay? Let's go to the next stock. Now, another company that I want to talk with you guys about, I believe most of you guys already know Nano Dimension Limited, okay? NNDM, that is the ticker. They presently have about 1.5 billion US dollars in market cap. The reason why I am playing, why I follow Nano Dimension is because Nano Dimension, is more or less has the same market cap as Bionano Genomics. And you guys know that on this channel, we talk mostly about Bionano Genomics. And the good thing about Nano Dimension also is that they have enough money to run their business for the next 3 to 4 years, okay? I mean, they are sitting on over $1 billion US dollars, I believe. The last time I checked, they at one point, were sitting on about above 1.5 billion US dollars, I believe. So guys, this company, they have enough money to run their business for the next 2 to 3 to 4 years. And if you take a look at the technical analysis, okay, that is where the magic is. Now guys, this is the technical analysis of Nano Dimension. Take a look at that. This more or less like what has been happening with Bionano Genomics. We have been going down since February 16 or so. Just like Bionano Genomics, the stock price has been going down, but right now it is consolidating. This company stock is doing the same thing, more or less like Bngo is doing, okay? Now take a look at this. We are presently above, if you switch over to the daily candlestick, we are presently, at one point we were above the 50 daily moving average, okay? Right now we are just right at the 50 daily moving average, and at the same time at the 20 daily moving average. So in my opinion, if the price, perfectly get above this level, above this 50 daily moving average, guys, we are going to see a rally, okay? We are going to see a rally. Look at the 50 daily moving average. You guys can easily see that we are more or less retesting it, and the price is trying to break above this level, okay? If that happens, a rally is coming, and you guys want to get in when the stock price is still cheaper. This company stock used to trade around 17 US dollars, almost 18 US dollars at one point, before it set a double top in January and February, and right now the stock price is trading around 6 US dollars. I mean, this is a simple, easy profit. If the stock price finally rallies, you guys are going to be banking on this one. Now the next company we're going to be talking about is JMIA Technologies AG. This one is a speculative stock, okay? I'm not gonna bullcrap you guys. This is a speculative play, and you are in to make enough, you are in to bank enough profit. Take a look at this. This is also similar to Bionano Genomics, similar to Nano Dimension. You guys can easily see that the stock price was trading almost at 70 US dollars, back in February 2021. Right now the stock price is trading around 20 US dollars, but unlike Nano Dimension and Bionano Genomics, this stock has finally broken the 50 daily moving average, and hopefully we are going to be closing above this level. If we close above this level, I have wanted to make this video since last week, but I was just too busy when the stock price was around 18 US dollars. Guys, this stock at all-time high this year was trading around 70 US dollars. Of course, this is speculative, and retail investors also see JMIA somehow as meme stock. So I have to warn you guys, this video on JMIA is more or less only based on technical analysis, okay? You guys might want to do your own due diligence on the fundamental analysis, because I don't really think this company fundamentally is really strong like that, but technically this stock is looking as if it wants to break out, okay? You just have to follow the money where the money is going to. Sometimes investors don't really care about fundamental analysis, they just want to follow the stock price. So that's why I am showing you this stock at the moment. I'm not trying to tell you guys this is not investment advice or whatever, but guys, pay attention to what is about to happen to this stock. In my opinion, I am a buyer, and in my opinion, if we manage to close above 50 daily moving average today, I believe JMIA is about to rally, and at least we should get to that 32 US dollars if everything aligns for this company, okay? 32 US dollars is the price target that I am setting on this one. Right now the stock is trading at 21 US dollars, so this is easy. I think you guys can easily make at least 20%, 30% on this one if you believe in the company. Now let me play you guys the Charlie Munger video where he was talking about Alibaba and why, what he thinks about China and all this regulation that is going on right now. Let's get to it.
This question's for Charlie. It comes from Stephen Tedder in Atlanta. He's been a Berkshire shareholder for 10 years and says, you and your friend Li Lu have been very optimistic with respect to investing opportunities in China. BYD has performed spectacularly for Berkshire since its initial purchase in 2008 and is currently valued at $5.8 billion. The Daily Journal recently bought a large position in Alibaba after founder Jack Ma had been reprimanded by the Chinese Communist Party, and Ma's other company, Ant, was not allowed to proceed with its IPO. What are your current thoughts on China and whether the communist leaders will allow businesses with strong leadership to flourish in decades to come?
Well, I think that the Chinese government will allow businesses to flourish. It was one of the most remarkable things that ever happened in the history of the world when a bunch of committed communists just looked at the prosperity of places like Singapore and said, the hell with this, we're not going to stay here in poverty. We're going to copy what works. And they changed communism. They just accepted Adam Smith and added it to their communism. And said, now we have communism with Chinese characteristics, which is China with a free market with a bunch of billionaires and so forth. And they made that shift. They deserve a lot of credit. Warren and I are not quite as good at that as changing our minds in many cases.
Yeah.
And that was a remarkable change coming from such a place. And of course, it's worked like gangbusters. It had this enormous growth in the average income of the average Chinese. They've lifted 800 million people out of poverty fast. And there was never anything like it in the history of the world. So my hat is off to the Chinese. And I think they will continue to allow people to make money. They've learned it works. The Chinese, I love what the guy said in the first place. I don't care whether the cat is black and white as long as it catches mice. That's my kind of talk.
In that list of the 20 most valuable companies, just 3 are Chinese. Now, if you're looking out 30 years, how many do you think will be Chinese? My guess is more, but I don't think they'll top the United States. But who knows? It's amazing what has been accomplished, and
yeah, really amazing.
And they found what works. I mean, there's nothing like finding something that works in order to sort of reinforce ideas over time, and we'll see what happens. But I would bet there will be more than 3, but I will bet the United States has more than China has too.
All right, guys, so if you enjoyed the content, please remember to smash the like button and let me know what you guys are doing in the comment section. Do you think Alibaba is going to rally further? Are we going to get above $200 again? Do you think China is done, regulating all these sectors? And do you think Nano Dimension is going to rally? Do you think JMIA is also a good buy at the moment? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I read all your comments. Have a wonderful day, guys. I remain your boy Dayo. This is Frunkla Investment. Ciao, ciao.